Yo, let me facilitate and give a taste to fill your face until you're filled with faith and the illest grace that God's children will embrace to finish the race and get in the gate. So I'ma build a case for God's love and the blessing of the doctrine of election. Check it. Ephesians 1, 4, and 5 will be the main verse that'll provide a framework so that I can explain first. The choosing of sinners is rooted in a beautiful sentiment of the love of God, who is choosing to justify the ruined and wicked. Our spirits swimming in sewage but refusing, losing us to die. He decided to move in a sovereign way. The sovereign one predestined us for adoption as sons. But this is a problem for some, which is a definite problem. Men have rebelled, fell dead in a jail, headed for hell with the deception of Sodom. If not for the blessing of God and his sovereign selection, our only option is death and we would be left at the bottom. Ephesians 2 says we're dead in sin, and if it's true then dead men can't simply choose to resurrect again. Keep the church is designed, behold the grace of Jehovah's face that culminates in Romans 8 verse 29. See the chosen saints God decided to save, though lost and depraved, by dying for the chosen people, then to rise from the grave. It's an appointment. Acts 13:48, before creation we're anointed to the praise of his glorious grace. And John the Baptist filled with the Spirit while in the womb. Lazarus was made alive by the Spirit while in the tomb. Apostle Paul was on a certain mission, trying to murder Christians, preaching the works of the written law and righteousness by circumcision. When God stopped him in his course, knocked him off his horse, he falls. Then God causes Paul to worship the risen. Listen, this love no one is worthy to taste, but election reveals God's heart to show mercy and grace. Check it, the church has been blessed with the mercy of God, for the bride is the doctrine of election. God in his affection, bless me with sovereign selection. This is the doctrine of election. Check it, the church has been blessed with the mercy of God, for the bride is the doctrine of election. God in his affection, bless me with sovereign selection. This is the doctrine of election.
The subject may be redundant to some, but understand election's rooted in God the Father's love for his Son. And out of that abundance comes his love for his sons. So you can say his love for Christ and us is one, cause it's an infinite love expressed perfectly, and in a Trinitarian love from eternity. This love overflows on those Jehovah chose to be the brothers of his only Son in all certainty. So electing love doesn't fail pitifully or miserably, so that I'm only loved as much as Hitler see, or those who die in disbelief. But it's based on his fixed decree to really give victory and liberty. From eternity his love was picking me, not cause I love consistently, but despite iniquity. Infinite love that's rich and free, a sovereign love that drove Jesus Christ to the cross, yeah, the sickest tree. To be afflicted, bleed for my malicious deeds and my wicked greed. Election says he died for me specifically, to invincibly secure all elect in history, to be swept up in the love of the Trinity. So our election's connected to God's purpose. What's God's purpose? The Son of God's worship. He suffered the blood drip, safe in his clutch grip. We're securing Christ cause we're the Father's love gift. So we love free will, namely God's free will, to freely love sinners who are evil, and freely pour out his blood that he'd spill. And this was when we were dead in sins and not just as he's ill. His Holy Spirit regenerates his people to reveal his deep will, so by him we be filled. He sealed us, we can't be snatched from the dove. From everlasting to everlasting says love.
Check it, the church has been blessed with the mercy of God, for the bride is the doctrine of election. God in his affection, bless me with sovereign selection. This is the doctrine of election. Check it, the church has been blessed with the mercy of God, for the bride is the doctrine of election. God in his affection, bless me with sovereign selection. This is the doctrine of election.
Yeah.